Hey there, Marsman, this is Sean of Nintendo here, and welcome to episode 3 Shriekbats of Let's Play Metroid Prime on the Metroid Prime trilogy on Hypermode. In the previous video, we made it... oh man, that took a lot of damage there. We made it a bit further through the Chozo Ruins after learning a few more things about what happened here to the Chozo Ruins. Apparently, a meteor has struck, causing a great poison to spread, and it is our job, nay our duty, to stop the spread of poison, or at least kill whatever caused it in the first place, because I don't think we can undo the damage that has already been done. But nevertheless, we shall press forward. In today's video I'm planning on at least, oh boy, good god, these street bats are everywhere. Hopefully they die in like one shot. In today's video I'm planning on finishing up on the Chozo Ruins and making our way towards the next area. Which, like I said, this game can be relatively short, especially if you know what you're doing. Get out of here, you Eons. Eons, I remembered your name this time. Oh yes, this room. You want to take a left here. There should be a few more shriek bats above you. You managed to kill them before they get a chance to get to you. Alrighty. And take a little look to the right here. You're going to find a new enemy. Creature's Vantage Logbook. This is a stone toad. Basically, he'll eat you when you're in your morph ball. But we can't handle him right now, so we're going to make our way into this little... oh man, I cannot believe I got into that on my first try. Little pipe here, and we're going to come across a new boss. So this is the Incinerator drone. New creature to add to your logbook, Incinerator drone programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when the internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blast compensate for its lack of battle powers. Indeed it does. And you'll also be able to find yourself scanning a new type of enemy. Now actually, having the freedom to move your arm cannon is very useful in this fight. You'll find a new type of enemy in this, which is a new type of war wasp. This is... I'm not going to bother reading this one, but this is a barbed war wasp, airborne insect, with the ability to launch its stinger at its prey. Which you'll find these kind of ones in many other Metroid Prime games along the way. Despite the fact that they're able to do that, you'll still find them charging towards you. And being able to target and move your cannon freely is very handy when it comes to dealing with these guys. Because you can just move your cannon around and you could shoot them while still remaining targeted on the main boss. Okay, oh man, that was a bit too close. Shoot. Okay, this thing does a bit more damage than I like. Get out of here. B. Thank you. Bam. There we go. Should just take about one more shot if we're lucky. Gotcha. Come on, buddy. What you got? Hey, bug. Bug, get it. Bug, get out of here. Let me take care of you. Oh my god, so many bugs. Oh god. Come on, I got you. Okay. And bam. There we go. Let me turn that down a little bit, actually. And we have acquired... Morph Ball Bomb acquired. So you basically press A, you'll be able to plant a bomb. And you can also do a new thing, which, since you have the Wii Remote, which you can do in Metroid Prime 3, you can shake the Wii Remote to jump and acquire... oh god, come on, really? Jump and acquire things such as that missile there. You don't have to spend your time planting a bomb instead. Which is nice, and if you know how to use it correctly, you can save time on planting a bomb. Now, I always have a bit of trouble getting into this little pipe right here. See what I mean? Come on, there we go. Every single time. So you want to make your way to the left here, bombing this guy and blasting his mouth open. This is something that we're going to be coming back to kind of later on in the game. But since you're here, it's a good idea to just kind of take care of it while you're here. So you just make your way down to this one. Plant another bomb. And then you gotta make your way up to the third one. This is just going to unlock a door that we're going to need to come back to later on in the game. Now, if you want to, you can go in there and grab an energy tank, but I don't really need an energy tank right now, and for the sake of time, I'm going to just get it when I need it. But I guess I could need it now. Being that it is Hypermode, if it's your first time playing on Hypermode, I would highly advise just taking the time to go and actually go into that door, go through the hallway just to get that energy tank. But I'm going to be coming back there later on anyway, so I'm just not going to bother myself right now. And if you have a little bit of skill here, which hopefully I do, awesome. You can just, oh god, really? And I get stuck in a little ledge there, ain't that nice? And they put a little, like, morph ball bombable thing there if you didn't want to spend your time dealing with those, Elion. I'm after forgetting their names, and I just told them that I remembered. Sorry, guys. Okay, so next place we want to head to is actually back to that main room that we... Oh, good god. Ow. Want to head back to that little big tree room that we were in earlier. This room, okay. So this is another one of those rooms where you're going to find yourself having to scan these runic symbols here. And make sure you don't miss that one, or that one. Now you're going to see hives. Make sure you blow them up with... Oh, I thought I missed. Make sure you blow them up with your missile just to get them out of the way. Another symbol over there. And actually you can scan that for a destroyed, hive, but it doesn't actually count towards the logbook entries. Okay, oops. Now, make sure, if you just kind of itch your way over here, you can see another hive. There we go. If you just don't want to have to deal with them, those things come out like really fast. So you just want to deal with them as soon as you can. Make our way up here to the top. And there's just one more symbol that we have to scan, which is right here. Unlocking our way to the next boss, I guess. Oops, can we get in there? Thank you. Bam. So actually there's one thing you want to scan here. This is venom weed. You might have seen some normal weed earlier. Which it's not that kind of weed, but oh god, this is just reminding me of this one video that I saw. I know my friend Jacob, he showed me this anime called Ninjo, I think it is. And in that anime, like, the opening is like really super like crazy, like any kind of Japanese opening would have been. And there's like a version of it called Ninjoint, which you guys should just look it up. Type in smoke weed every day, Ninjo, I don't even know how to spell that, opening, and you'll find that. But here we go. This is the last boss of the Chozo Ruins. So this is Flaahgra, or however you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it anyway. If we can just manage to get this scan here. New creature has been added to your logbook. Morphology Flaahgra. This mutant plant is the source of the toxic water in the ruins. Flaaghra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flaaghra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated fire weapon can daze it for short periods. So you basically just want to do a couple of like rapid missiles on it, a couple of short charge shots, and you'll end up dazing him. Now the main thing you want to do is hit these panels here. So when you knock down that panel, he's going to basically retract his roots there, which allows you to plant a bomb basically down there where his weak spot is. Now you're not going to be placed in front of these every single time. They just do it here for demonstrative purposes, I guess. So you do that, a fire comes, he's all, no. But then the solar panels are all like, we ain't having that shit. And so every single time you just basically rinse and repeat with an additional solar panel providing him with some energy. Now watch out, because he'll do some kind of like attack right, or not. I always remember him. Oh, there we go, there we go. He always does that attack, like, every now and then, so you should be able to aim yourself at that one panel. There we go. And he will knock them back down. He's like, well, I ain't having that shit, man. I want my solar energy. It's renewable energy right there. And bam. Okay. And he'll just take his time to fall down. I actually want to scan this as well, because this actually does count. Wait a second. Morph ball slot. No, I don't want the morph ball slot. I wanted his little tentacle thing. Okay, there we go. So that's a Flagra tentacle. It actually does count as a creature scan if you do want to get that. So this is just another rinse and repeat until you end up actually defeating him. Now, a little interesting thing about this room, it was said that apparently the Chozo had actually built this big sun chamber here just to kind of like praise this big plant, but apparently when the great poison appeared, corrupted the plant and produced Flaahgra. So that ain't good. Oh good god, he got me there. Okay, now if you knock down enough panels... Oh, damn, he got that one. It actually doesn't matter, I'm on my way around there anyway. Okay, looks like I got him. Whenever you're fighting one of these bosses, if you're hitting them and they glow yellow, that usually just means that, like, you're getting close to stunning them. Now, you might want to just use this guy as a quick strafe to make your way over here. I didn't actually explain the concept of strafing in this, but I will when I get another chance. Actually, I could almost explain it now. Now, when you're Z-targeting on any kind of enemy and you're pressing A and moving to either left or right at the, you know, not at the same time, but either left or right, you'll start, like, dashing in that, like, direction really fast. Which is really good for, like, you know, dodging and stuff like that. Okay, he's almost dead now. Aha. Knew you'd do that. You be predictable. Now, don't you be touching that solar panel there. No, hey. Bad Flagra. There we go. Okay, move our way around here. You don't even have to directly hit the thing, as you can see. And bam. There we go. Last one. Make our way in there. Now, those things actually can whack you if you go a bit too close. And with Flaghra defeated, we can finally acquire the Varia suit. Varia suit acquired. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. I'm going to just press 2 to obtain any little bit of additional information that you want about that. So we'll just make our way out of here and just fall into the water while we're at it. I don't actually even think it's possible to get onto that platform now. This is just a regular weed. This is a tangleweed and the other one was venomous weed. You can just grab yourself some energy here. Now actually those things actually are scannable, which I should scan that next time. Got some creature here. This is a pulse bomb. You're gonna come across these guys later on. They kind of just, I don't know why they put that one there actually, for whatever reason. Let's make our way down here. And there's a lore here. New Chozo lore entry has been added. Okay, whatever. Chozo script candidate. The cries of the dying land echo in the air, in our ears of... Oh, hang on, let me try that again. The cries of the dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep even further into the living pulse of this planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees. Sorry about that. And waters devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands, some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of those mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous, and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain. This growing poison. I don't know what that says. This growing poison from its foul form, replacing pure, flowing water with cases, I don't know what that says, of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of the great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. I'm sorry, but he said duty. Okay. So that was basically right there explaining the whole, deal that was going on with Flaahgra there, that Flaahgra was the big plant and got, succumbed to the great poison and all that stuff. So before I head into the new area in this game, oh good god, get back down here. We're going to make our way up here because there is, I believe there's another lore, missile tank and an energy tank that we can obtain. There's also a couple of other expansions that we could get, but I'll come back to them when the time comes. So I'm going to find our little lore over here. A new Chozo lore has been added to your logbook. The future is vague. The future is a vague thing, ever changing, and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we know this. Oh god, I read that weird. But we know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. Oh man. Inspiring words right there, man. Inspiring words. I used to always think there was another one on the opposite side, but there isn't. Now, I'm coming back for the missile, don't worry. Just gonna get the energy. Actually, screw you guys. Have a missile. Thank you. So, little thing here you want to be careful of. This door will close on you if you're not careful. So I advise just kind of backing up really slowly, getting the energy tank, and then moving yourself forward. Because if you grab the energy tank and then turn around, that door will end up being closed, and you have to walk all the way back around if you're gonna, get to this missile tank right here. So we'll just bomb this one here. I tell you, having the ability to just shake the Wii remote and, do it like that is incredibly handy. Oh, I actually got that one with the other bomb. Okay. Now, normally I would shake the Wii remote and bomb jump, but I've always had a problem with doing that. So just, double bomb jump if you can. Unless you can do it the other way, which, more power to you if you can. And here we go. Missile expansion acquired. Awesome. And now we can finally make our way to the new area in the game. Which is... Pause for dramatic effect. I shouldn't have gotten out of the morph ball. Big pause for dramatic effect. So access to the Magmoor Caverns has been granted. And here we are, guys, brand new area, Magmoor Caverns, which, this isn't the, official, oh good god, really? This is the official Caverns itself, because we haven't gotten the big extravagant intro like we did when we came to the Chozo Ruins. But we will acquire that in the next video, because there is a save point here that I'm going to grab real fast before I finish this off. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching episode 3 of Let's Play Metroid Prime on Hypermode on the Metroid Prime trilogy. And in the next episode, we will make our way through the treacherous Magmoor Caverns. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. So bye for now.